Welcome to Gridiron Central. It is the end of the regular season for 2012, and we have a lot of games to talk about. A whole lot of them, maybe not so many playoff implications, but we have a whole slew of teams from our area going to the playoffs. We're just discussing that this evening. Highlights from Model's big win over Dade County. Some more highlights on PrepCentralOnline.com. We get started right now. I've talked about it already. Model 41, Dade County 21. The Model Blue Devils finished the regular season 6-4. Securing the number 3 seed out of Region 7 AA into the AA playoffs. They will be on the road next week. We don't know all of the winners and losers yet in all the other regions, so be sure to check PrepCentralOnline.com tomorrow and check back with us on Wednesday. We'll be running over all the playoff implications, who's in, who's out, and who they're actually going to be playing. Moving on, Ridgeland 48, River Ridge 14. Ridgeland wins another region title. They will be at home next week in the Quad A playoffs. Darlington 31, Mount Pisgah 14. The Tigers do not win a 4th straight region title. However, more than likely, barring some unforeseen circumstances, Darlington will make the Class A private school playoffs. Remember, this year in Single A, they've been divided into public and private for some sports. Football is one of them. The power rankings will come out next week on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll find out exactly where Darlington is sitting in that case, but it does look like the Tigers will definitely be in the playoffs. The hope here is that maybe they'll stay high enough that they'll actually get a home game the first round of the playoffs, which for Darlington isn't until the week of Thanksgiving. Rome 44, Woodland 34. Woodland put up a fight. Rome Wolves get a win. They finish the season 8-2. They are the number 3 seed out of Region 5, 5A. They will play Gainesville. Flowery Branch, knocked off Gainesville. So Rome is going to have to face Gainesville next week on the road in the first round of the 5A playoffs. LFO 37, Sonoraville 7. Neither of these teams are going to make the playoffs this season. Cedartown 19, Southeast Whitfield 17. The Bulldogs had to score a couple of touchdowns in the fourth quarter to put this game away. Cedartown ends 2012 on a winning note. They cannot make the playoffs, but they at least get the win. Calhoun 49, Chattooga 14, a 12th straight region for the Calhoun Yellow Jackets. Fantastic there. Also on top of that, another big win for Calhoun. They are the number 1 seed from Region 7 AA. They will play at home next week in the first round of the AA playoffs. Pepperell 36, Armurchie nothing. The Dragons win a big game. They are your number 2 seed from Region 7 AA. They will play at home next week in the first round of the AA playoffs as well. Callaway 41, Rockmart 14. Callaway is the region champion in 4 AAA. Rockmart is the number 3 seed from 4 AAA. They will be on the road the first round of the playoffs. Adairsville 49, Coahulla Creek 7. The Tigers taking care of business. They grab the number 2 seed out of their region. They will be at home next week in the first round of the AAA playoffs. Big home game next week for the Tigers. Tryon 16, Whitfield Academy 7. The Bulldogs get a big win here. Again, because Tryon is in Single A, the public school side of things, we're going to have to wait and see the power rankings to see how it all spells out. I believe Tryon was about 12th, 11th or 12th going into this game. Maybe this will help move them up. You want to get one of the top 8 spots so you have a home playoff game in the first round. Again, we'll have to wait until possibly the Wednesday show next week, maybe even later next week, to find out who they'll be playing and where they'll be playing. Cartersville 42, Ringgold 7. Ringgold put up a fight early. The Purple Hurricanes put up a big fight late. They finished 10-0. They win the region title. They're at home next week in the first round of the playoffs. Cass 35, Lafayette 15. The Cass Colonels get a big win to end the season. Neither of these teams in the playoffs. Walker 21, Gordon Lee nothing. Walker claims the Region 6A title with this win. Gordon Lee, the loss, they've kind of fallen down lately. I don't know if they're going to be able to be good enough power ranking wise to get into the playoffs or not. Again, that's something we're going to have to wait and see. If they do, they're definitely going to be a low seed and have to be on the road the first round. And the last game of the night to talk about out of Region 7 AA, Coosa taking care of business. The Eagles win 41-14 over Murray County. The Eagles, who start the season 0-5, rallied over the last 5 games to grab the final spot out of Region 7 AA. They are the number 4 seed. They will be on the road, but guess what? They have the playoffs. After our commercial break, we're going to show you the highlights from the Model-Dade County game. Stick around.
Begin your future at Georgia Northwestern Technical College. We offer degrees, diplomas, and certificates in over 200 programs of study. Choose a career in business, health, industrial, or public service. With the flexibility of day, evening, and online classes at any of our 5 campus locations, getting your education at GNTC has never been more convenient. There are many financial aid options available, including student loans. Apply now. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Your college, your town, your future.
Welcome back to the show. We always like to thank our sponsors, Georgia Northwestern Technical College and Riverside Automotive Group, for helping us bring the show to you. We covered 3 games tonight. You're only going to see 1 tonight on the show. The other 2, you can see the highlights on Prep Central Online. Those will be the Rome-Woodland game and Ridgeland's big win over River Ridge to win another region title. The one you're about to see, Model at home against Dade County, needed a win to give themselves a playoffs for the first time since 2003. Here are the highlights.
Cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at today's event. Let's get ready for football. Here come the Blue Devils. Touchdown, Dade County. Touchdown, Blue Devils. With 1:17 left to play in the first. Number 35, the Kyle Watkins. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Number 3, Travis Dudley with a touchdown. Touchdown! Number 35, the Kyle Watkins with a horse. Touchdown! Number 35, the Kyle Watkins. With a big run and a touchdown. Master number 11, Zach Freeman, and his touchdown.
Oh, it feels real good. And what feels real good is the way we played in the second half. Man, Dade County, you know, I mean, they had purpose. You know, they beat us, and we've got that mini playoff, and there's, you know, possibly can make the playoffs. They're a tough ball team. They got some tough kids. But we just persevered. We hung in there. We've been a pretty good second half team for whatever reason. Our second half, the last week, even against Calhoun, and a week before against Coosa and Pepperell the week before that, it's been pretty good. We're just excited. 6-4 season, and we're excited. The kids, really think they have an opportunity and believe in themselves, and they don't have any fear. It's a no fear team. They whoever we're going to play next week, there's no fear, and they'll go into that game full speed and ready to go.
Welcome back to the show. You just saw the highlights of Model's big 41-21 win over Dade County. Model finishes the season at 6-4. I was on the sidelines for this game. It's actually the third or fourth time I've seen Model play this year, and I will say the Blue Devils have gotten progressively better from the first game I saw them play, which was their loss to Sonoraville, all the way till now. 6-4 season. It's the first winning season at Model in quite a while. First time to go to the playoffs since 2003. Yes, Model's got to be on the road. Yes, they're going to be playing one of the powerhouse teams from Region 6 AA. But Gordon Powers, after the game himself, said, look, these guys truly believe they can win. They believe in themselves. We'll have to see what happens. The key thing here, Model, again, they haven't been in the playoffs in 9 years. Now they're in the playoffs. That's such a huge thing. In Region 7 AA, obviously, Coosa also snuck in. Great for them. Make sure you come back to Prep Central tonight. You have articles, photos, videos, slideshows, everything you can name. Also, be back with us with the show on Wednesday, as we'll have the complete coverage and breakdown of all of our playoff teams, and we have a whole bunch of them. A lot of games to be talking about for next week, and then the next week after that, especially with some of our single-day teams, which have a week off next week. Also, huge end to the 2012 season for cross-country and cheerleading tomorrow. State cheerleading finals in Columbus, Georgia. My man Kevin Myrick will be down there covering it. Have a chance for multiple state champions from several of our teams. Definitely be watching Prep Central for that, for coverage, for photos, for videos, for articles for that. Also, the state cross-country championships, AA all the way up to 6A. At Carrollton tomorrow. I'll be driving down to Carrollton to cover that myself. We'll bring you articles, photos, and videos. Have several individuals have a chance to possibly win state championships, possibly get in the top 10, and 2 or 3 teams looking to get on the podium, including Rome girls, possibly Models boys, and of course Models Chris Akins has a potential shot to be a state champion. Make sure you check back with us for that. And again, of course, like I've always said, be back with us next Wednesday. We'll break down the playoff situation. I'll tell you who's got the best chances to win, not only in the first round of the playoffs, but which teams have a road to possibly get all the way to the Georgia Dome. Remember, 4 years in a row now, we've had a team reach the Georgia Dome. In 2012, the question is, will we have a 5th year in a row? For Kevin Myrick, I'm Jim Allred saying we'll see you Wednesday for the preview show.
Riverside Automotive Group. Gridiron Central is sponsored by Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Riverside Automotive Group.